Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Live, the first of 5 T20 internationals being played between India and West Indies. West Indies won the toss, put India into bat, and India on a sort of a dodgy pitch, stop-in-start kind of pitch. It's kind of stopped, but started more and have finished at a mammoth 190. That's right, 190 for the loss of 6 wickets. Rohit Sharma, the captain, top scoring with 64, and Dinesh Karthik, nice flurry at the end, 41 not out of 19, propelling the score, and him with Ashwin, a 50-run partnership in the last 4 overs. So India very healthy, 190. Alzari Joseph expensive, Holder was expensive, Akil Hussain, of course, the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs for 14 and the 1 wicket, pretty much giving you an indication of how the surface was playing. As far as our guesses were concerned, it was 161, 171 and mine was 181. So I am the closest. For that, Harsha Bhogle and Parthiv Patel will give me a small, short but affectionate round of applause. Please, cue. Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel it. I feel it inside me. It's inside my heart.
I've never seen anyone asking for applause when he didn't win. Yeah. The only time they do
applause
that
was just out of
is in pre-primary when everyone has to get a prize.
The applause was for affection. And I didn't think I had to win your affection. I thought I already had it. But it's okay. It's okay. That sound you guys just heard right now, that was the breaking of my heart. But let's talk about the breaking of the heart of West Indies here. Because the way they started, they got a couple of early wickets. They had not envisaged it being 190.
No, we didn't think it would be. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know Parthiv. I didn't think it would get to 190 either. We were talking about how 165, 170 would be a decent score because of the way Akil Hussain bowled.
True.
So now there's a lot of pressure on the West Indies to go out and go bang, bang from the start because you never know. Ashwin gets into a rhythm. He bowls 4 overs for 20-22 and the game's almost over there. But like we did in the Combox, you look at the figures, pace on, 8 overs 96. True. Pace off, no runs coming off. You know, Obed McCoy, pace off.
Yeah.
It was only the last over that he went for runs. But the story of the game is Dinesh Karthik does it again.
Dinesh Karthik should only bat in the last 5 overs. but also, you're so right about this pace on, pace off, and we'll come to Dinesh Karthik in just a second, but this pace on, pace off business, because when we finish the Combox... You
sound like one of the hop on, hop off buses.
I am.
Pace on, pace off.
You've just got back
UK,
from London, yeah?
That's right. That's right.
He hasn't said that yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I have you saying it for me. Outsource kar diya bhai ne. Bhai outsource karta hai. But we spoke about this. We said because Akil Hussain was bowling his 4th over, he finishing his quota in the 11th, we said India will be looking at this and licking their lips and saying, ab run aa sakte hain. Or I.
Exactly. I think I'm quite surprised the way West Indies bowlers bowled. And like I agree with Harsha by what he said, that I never thought that India could go to 190. I think 160 could have been a good score on this wicket. But I'm surprised that they keep giving pace, right? Pace on, pace off. But I'm surprised that they kept giving pace.
Yeah.
They know the easiest option was to just hit on the wicket and just try and bowl as slow as possible. Try and force batsmen to hit with more power and try and clear the square boundaries. But I'm quite surprised the way West Indies bowlers bowled today.
Bowlers bowled, and you also made a point, Parthiv, when we were watching the game. You were also quite surprised with the field placement.
Absolutely, yeah. I think, see, if you see a lot of times, there have been a lot of third boundaries have gone over third man, which was like point and third man were in and the square cut going on. And on slow wicket, no, you don't keep your mid wicket inside on the slow wicket. You have to have your mid wicket back. And we saw a couple of boundaries. Jadeja got momentum. Dinesh Karthik got momentum from there. Rohit Sharma hit few boundaries through mid wicket. So quite surprised with the West Indies overall approach of the field.
He felt worse than the bowler.
Sorry?
He felt worse than the bowler.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's very passionate about it. See, because sometimes in T20 games, it's very rare that you have errors which are actually that blatant, because you don't even, when you're watching on TV, you don't even get to see the entire field, right? A lot of times you're kind of just going, all right, you feel like they're following the ball and somebody will pick up the ball and you go, wait, there's no fielder there.
Especially on a wicket like this, where you're supposed to bowl slower ones, you're supposed to bowl not in that half, you're supposed to bowl in this half. So there is more chance of going at deep mid wicket and you don't have that fielder. So that's why it was surprising.
Impressive from the captain today, going get stuff, the tough get going.
And his first 50, everyone keeps talking about how long Rohit Sharma hasn't got a 50. Now he looked fantastic. But I sensed, and I could be wrong, we'll have to ask him that as soon as the fast bowler came on, I could sense that he'd got his main course.
Yeah.
Because when you're punching off the back foot, the ball was now coming on. When the ball comes on, Rohit is a wow player. He's always a wow player. But when the ball comes on, he's even more so. He doesn't like it when the ball is stopping and coming like a slow train from here. You know, it's not coming. Yaar, kab ab to aayegi. or like your dinner today, it's not coming.
Yes. I don't know where it is, man. I'm so sorry. It would be faster if I'd cooked it.
Yeah.
Rohit likes that pace on.
Yeah.
And the moment pace came on, he played some fabulous shots.
It's so interesting today what Rohit has done, because in the pre-show we spoke about the fact that he's playing differently. He's being very aggressive. He's hitting a 4 every 3-4 balls. Today, it's just that experience which made him respect the conditions. He was 15 or 15.
Yep.
And I think that's I think that Surya, Rishabh, Shreyas, I think they can learn something from that today.
Absolutely, I think. See, this game we often hear from these players that, I'll play only my natural game, but you are supposed to play a situation, you are supposed to play a condition. If wicket is turning square, you can't be playing your shots. You cannot play those shots. If it's a seaming wicket, you cannot just play shots on the rise. So you have to respect the conditions, because we're playing on a pitch. It depends on how the ball's coming.
Correct.
And you have to react. Our game is not about action all the time. It's a reaction how the bowler's bowling.
What did you make of Surya? I mean, you watched him so closely now for such a long time, because he'll play that $1 million shot, that pickup shot. What did you make of his batting today?
I thought he was maybe trying to play too many shots too early in his innings, especially when
jaldi mein tha bhai.
and when you're in great form, sometimes you feel that every ball is a boundary ball, and everywhere you can score runs, you get into that zone, and because the kind of 100 he got, there was an impossible shots which he played. So on wicket like this, कि यार जहाँ भी डालेगा ना मैं तो मार सकता हूँ. And that's how it happened, especially after the one which he tried, that slog sweep, it didn't come out. I thought Surya's experience, I thought he could have learned from that and played another natural shot which is over cover to left arm spinner.
They call it the curse of form.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Sometimes
boon
you
of
get
form.
so confident that you think you're better than the conditions, and
There's also the curse of form.
Yeah.
Because it lulls you into thinking, I'm in form, I can play a shot of everything.
yeah. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes the conditions. Well, I think most times the conditions can get the better of you. There's one thing that Rohit said, and today we saw that happening again. We've seen that actually happening a lot with Dinesh, because he's been coming to bat at 7. Jadeja's been coming to bat at 6. And I think, Parthiv, what Rohit said before, he said, we know what roles people have been doing for their franchises.
Yep.
And for their IPL teams, and we want them to do that. And DK has done that again today. They've sent him to bat, ke bhai, farak nahi padta, last 4 over mein jana hai.
And that's exactly what it should happen with player. You're picking up a player, you're selecting a player because what he has done at number 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And now, so if someone had scored runs at number 3, and now if your number 3 is blocked, you can't send him at number 6 and 7 do the job for you.
Yeah.
So Dinesh Karthik has done the job for RCB at number 7 and did it fantastically. He's done that for India as well in few games here, leading up to this. So that's something which, obviously India is thinking him as a finisher. But again, the question comes down to that combination. Once all big guns come in, does he fit into the side and all of that? But yeah, I mean, you have to pick a player who's doing well in their position.
But sir, specialist role kar rahe hai. I mean, how do you even when the big guns come in, as Parthiv is saying, how can you ignore the performances in the limited role that he's got? Limited but very important.
I love this 5, 6, 7 for India at the moment.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, they're all helping each other.
Nice.
It's a very crucial part, as Parthiv will tell you. It's amazing how many T20 games are won by 5, 6 and 7.
Mumbai has won trophies because of 5, 6, 7.
Loads
Pandya
of
brothers
it.
and Pollard.
We talk about 1, 2, 3 being the engine room and all the runs happening. 5, 6, 7 win you a lot of games. Now, Hardik at 5 is enabling Jadeja at 7.
Yeah.
Because Jadeja is not delivering 4 overs every time. But Hardik at 5 is enabling Jadeja at 7. But Jadeja at 7 is enabling Dinesh Karthik as well. Because he can come into bat at the 11, 12 over mark if required, because he's a bona fide batsman now.
Yeah.
Jadeja is not just an all-rounder. He's a proper batsman. So because that can happen, Karthik can play his role. If you're number 7, say like Gujarat Titans, your number 7 was Rashid Khan. He can't come into bat when 12 overs are gone. Then number 6 has to come in. But because Jadeja can do that, Karthik can play his role very well. So this 5, 6, 7 is helping each other very well.
Nice. This is also, I mean, that's what I'm a big fan of Rohit's style of captaincy, right? I mean, he says it, he does it exactly like that. Parthiv, Nidhas Trophy, the famous clip, of course, of DK, that last over, the most watched cricket clip apparently in the world. In that also, there was, because Rohit was captaining, apparently DK wanted to come earlier, but Rohit said, "Ki, nahi bhai, you're the most experienced, you play at the end." So in a way, this is again Rohit, the great optimizer.
Absolutely, I think, and let's say you want that confidence from your captain. And sometimes, why would everyone talking about MS Dhoni, the great captain? Because he would get the best out of you, whatever your ability is. So what Dinesh Karthik, if he's doing this, he's scored a 50 against South Africa in T20 game. at what Rajkot. Here, that was a difficult time to get runs. Here, it was again a very difficult wicket to get 41 out of 19 balls. So when your captain knows that how to get the best out of you, then that gives you that extra confidence, and that's exactly what Rahul Dravid also trusts Dinesh Karthik, and Rohit Sharma also does that with you.
Actually, we can ask one question only to you, क्योंकि हम लोग को तो पता नहीं है, because you know many more CEOs than we know. Is that the sign actually of a good leader? How you can unlock people's potential sometimes even before they can see it in themselves?
We talk about understanding the whole person. If you understand the person and make that person feel comfortable, that person actually feels some gratitude towards you. कि यार मेरा ये role है, लेकिन they are adjusting to allow me that role. But if you give that person the confidence that we are not going to drop you next game, then he's feeling far more relaxed and far more comfortable about doing it. And a happy team is often an achieving team. It's not an overconfident team, or it's not a complacent team, but he knows, yaar, ke Rohit is giving me what I want. So there's a responsibility about it. And I think Rohit is a little, I won't say laid back, but he's a little chilled out. If DK fails in 3 matches, he's not going to go and
Scold him.
let a volley of abuses out at him. I mean, he
relax. Correct.
I mean, DK might tell him that तू खेला नहीं था, तेरे से पहले से मैं खेल रहा हूँ.
Yeah, in fact, Rohit.
But DK is playing before everybody anyway.
That's true. I think Rohit will probably say, क्या कर रहे हैं?
And I think basically, see, there's another thing is he's doing the most difficult job also. If you ask any number 6 or 7, Ajay Jadeja has done it, or whoever has
Ajay
done it.
Jadeja is writing volume 3 of batting at number 6.
So batting number 6 and 7 is the most difficult situation to bat in. So I think that's where you need confidence, and that's something which Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid is giving to him.
If you see the India 11, you'll think, क्या भाई आज संडे है क्या? 3 रवि खेल रहे हैं टीम में यार, बस क्या बात कर रहे हो आप? रवि बिश्नोई, रवि अश्विन, रवि जडेजा. अभी देखा कैसे इंग्लिश शो हिंदी में कर दिया, बिल्कुल मतलब चेंज करने का है. जैसे पिच भी ना टूपेस्ट होते हैं ना कभी-कभी. हमारा शो भी टूपेस्ट है.
But talking Bombay language pretty well.
That's right. What happened? I thought you were saying something else.
No, I said Delhi wala Bombay zuban.
अच्छा, I thought maybe sir more time here now, ना? Karam Bhumi, Janam Bhumi भी यही है. Anyway, you don't want to know about my life story. You want to know about the bowlers that India is using today to stop the West Indies. And 3 spinners playing today, which is the important thing to see there. All 3 Ravis, so 3 Ravi spinners playing. So
the sun will shine.
The sun shall shine today. Parthiv, taste this bolo. The sun shall shine today. Try karo.
The sun shall shine.
Sun shall shine today. Shall.
But look at their batting order. Kyle Mayers at the top, left-hander. Hetmyer, left-hander. Pooran, left-hander. You've got 2 bowlers, Ashwin and Bishnoi, who bowl very well to left-handers.
True.
And once the left-handers are gone, then maybe you can use Jadeja a little bit more if you think he's not right to bowl on the surface, which I violently disagree with. Then you got Hardik Pandya who can bowl his cutters. I expect a lot of pace off. This is a very good Indian bowling attack for these conditions.
And we might just see Ashwin bowling with new ball also.
Interesting. Game India, right?
Yeah.
Full advantage.
You'd like to think.
Yeah.
If West Indies get these runs, you say well played.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So for West Indies to win, I think India will have to bowl really, really badly, and West Indies will have to bat really, really good.
Okay, I mean, both things are known to happen.
Are
it
allowed.
can happen, of course.
But unlikely.
Yeah, but if they do, then that means that we have even more stuff to talk about. So we are very happy. All right, we have to go have dinner now. बहुत late हो गया ना, हमने खाया नहीं आज. ठीक है, तो हमें जाना पड़ेगा. पर जाने से पहले एक गेम, छोटा सा power play. How many runs West Indies get? Yes, please.
Power play?
Yes, in
38.
38. That's all. Okay.
48 for 3.
Oh, lovely.
Wickets के
साथ. Again, overachiever.
Overachiever.
क्यों किस विकेट कोई नहीं मांग रहा. आपने अपने आप कर दिया विकेट. अभी 48 for 1 तो कैसे प्राइस देंगे आपको? बताओ 48 हो जाएगा पर for 1 होगा तो लोग बोलेंगे गलत बात है. नहीं, चीटिंग किया.
जब एक उम्र हो जाती है ना तो छोटों को प्राइस कैसे दिया जाता है सोच के खुद को मुश्किल कर देते हैं.
अच्छा मार्टर सैक्रिफाइसिंग वेरी नाइस.
इसीलिए श्री हर्ष भोगले
श्री. पर ये एक अच्छी बात करी है इन्होंने कि आप जब 48 पे चलोगे तो 43 पूरा खुला मैदान में है मेरे को. और मेरे को लगता है 43 ही बनेंगे.
मार्जिन डिसाइड करो पहले से
पूरा.
you'll say 10 and
नहीं 5-5 ही है तो 2-2 3-3 2.5 3 रन का मार्जिन हो गया. अब क्या करें, पावर प्ले में थोड़ा कम रहता है. हम मिलेंगे आपसे 10वें ओवर के बाद ऑन क्रिकबज़ कॉम्बॉक्स. यू वर वाचिंग क्रिकबज़ लाइव. थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग.